We, the jury, find the defendant, Michelle Barrientes Vela, guilty of the offense of tampering with or fabricating physical evidence as charged in count 1 of the indictment.
Less than 3 years after being in charge of a law enforcement agency here in Bexar County, Michelle Barrientes Vela is now a felon.
She was convicted a week ago of altering security payment records from a West Side park and then turning over fake documents to law enforcement.
That's right. And our Dylan Collier covered the ex-constable's trial from gavel to gavel. And Dylan joins us now here live on GMSA at 9. Good to have you back, Dylan.
Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. So what comes next for Ms. Barrientes Vela?
Monday begins the sentencing phase of her trial. It will not be nearly as long as the actual trial was. Judge Vela Mesa is hoping to keep it to 2 days, but included in the sentencing phase will be the first evidence that we hear in these 3 additional official oppression charges that were not part of the trial that took place over the last couple of weeks.
Speaking of that, the tampering charges Barrientes Vela was convicted of concerned her actions at Rodriguez Park and how she dealt with the public there. What allegations are contained inside the official oppression counts that she still faces? So
these are Class A misdemeanor charges, and in my opinion, the stronger charges against her. They were a lesser charge, and I think that's why the state went with the tampering charges. But this involves essentially her treatment of deputies that worked under her. If you recall, she had one of her deputies arrested for aggravated perjury after he filed to run against her in the constable's race. This took place in April 2019. And the allegations contained within those official oppression charges is that she created a hostile work environment for him and a second deputy, Christopher De La Cerda, and essentially forced them at work to be faced with intimidation and harassment from other people in the workplace. So those are sort of the basis of the remaining charges against her. The state wants to get her sentenced. If it goes the way that they hope it does, they'll essentially drop those remaining official oppression charges at the end of sentencing.
This really did turn into kind of a political and law enforcement soap opera. Let's go back to the legal process, Dylan. Realistically, is she facing prison time?
She will likely get no prison time and a lengthy term of probation, minimum of 2 years, possibly upwards from that. She will no longer allowed to be a peace officer in the state of Texas, and there'll be some other things that come with being a convicted felon. But I think for folks that are hoping that she'll get 10 years in prison, which was going to be the max, that just simply won't be the case because she didn't have, before last week, a criminal record. There's been a ton of allegations against her. The county has had to settle a number of lawsuits, civil suits that had been filed against her. But at the end of all that, she did not have a criminal record before this trial.
And speaking of that, the criminal investigation, the indictment, the trial, what message do you think this whole process has sent to other public officials?
You've got to do your job, and you can't go outside the bounds of what your duties and responsibilities are. You know, I thought it was interesting. District Attorney Joe Gonzalez, when he spoke to the media after the guilty verdicts, pointed out that she was a member of his own political party. They're both part of the Democratic Party in Bexar County. So for his office to go after her and to pursue criminal charges and take her to trial over a lengthy 3-year period kind of really shows you that it doesn't matter who you are. You're not above the law, especially if you're put in a position of power when you're in charge of people and have duties to kind of represent the public.
Real quick footnote, Dylan, sentencing scheduled for on or about?
Monday and Tuesday of next week.
Okay.
The judge does not want it to go beyond that. This has been a trial that's kind of dragged out a little bit. She's done a pretty good job of keeping it on schedule. So she's hoping that it's over by Tuesday afternoon.
Well, you don't have to go very far on our website to look up KSAT Investigates and Dylan's reports on this entire saga, and it truly has been a wild odyssey.
Yes, it has.
Yes. Okay.
Well, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dylan. Good to see you.